Yo, what up YouTube? It's Bryce doing my deck profile for CroahCresta's contest. He's kind of made up his own format for us to be playing in, and the main aspect of that is that there's no graveyard. So I built this one-for-one removal deck a while back. This is not the exact deck, but this is kind of based off of it. Because I figure just one-for-one removal, if you keep stopping what they're doing, then they can't really do anything. So it's a unique kind of stun deck, and this is my entry. So let's go. First off, we have a Gale, just because it's a tuner, and it's kind of like a 2600 beater, just to beat over stuff. So that's two great reasons to play it. 2 Breaker, because it can be 1900 if I need it to be, and also it can break that back row to +1. 2 Cyber Dragon, this just beats over a lot of things, and I get to special summon it. 2 DD Assailant, it's a 1700, so that's decent, and if anything's bigger than this, then I get to remove it. 3 DD Warrior Lady, pretty much like DD Assailant, except I can remove anything I attack if I see fit. 2 Doomcal, just to negate effects, and it's 1900, so that's good. And I just wasn't sure about 3 in the main deck, because I don't know anything about what this format is going to be like. 2 Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. I was going to main deck 3 Cyber Dragon and 1 Fossil Dyna, but I figure people are going to try to special summon as much as they can, regardless of anything, so just threw the 2 and 2 in there. 3 Thunder King. This stops searching and stops special summoning. It's pretty much good for the reasons that it's normally good. Dark Hole. This is self-explanatory, as is this Heavy Storm. Then 3 MST, just because I'm expecting decks to actually be relying on their back row more than they usually do, so I have 2 Breaker and 3 MST all main decked. Nobleman of Crossout, this is just a good one-for-one card, and yeah, this deck's one-for-one removal, so that explains that. 3 Pot of Duality, just gets me whatever I need. This is sort of a stun deck still. 3 Smashing Ground, just to smash over stuff if I need to. 1 Compulsory. I chose this over Mirror Force because it's chainable, and I thought maybe people are going to be running a lot of MSTs if they're expecting for a heavy back row like I am. 2 Bottomless, just more removal. And this is a great card against Rabbit if anyone happens to randomly be playing Rabbit just to be making Xyz. Not yeah. 2 Magic Cylinder. This card I think is going to be really unexpected, and I can just hit them where it hurts, and it's great to do that in a tournament type setting like this is going to potentially be. 1 7 Tools, this is another card that's going to be unexpected at this point, I think. If they're playing a lot of traps, I can stop them basically, so that's great. 2 Solemn Warning, this is pretty much staple, plus it's a removal type card technically. 2 Starlight Road, because I think I run the back row to facilitate 2. And then Torrential, just because it can make big pluses. As can Mirror Force, but I figure Torrential stops the problem more at the source. Anyway, the side deck, since it's actually somewhat relevant. 2 Absolute Crusader. When a level 5 or higher monster is special summoned, you must tribute this card to destroy the monster. And it's an 1800 beater, so that's decent. This acts as a pseudo Thunder King, though. You get this and 3 Thunder King, so 2 of these and 3 Thunder King, and that's pretty much lockdown on your opponent's synchroing, so that's good. The 3rd Breaker, just because I don't know what's going to happen, basically. And the Cyber Dragon for the same reason. And then Doomcal and Fossil Dyna. Pretty much these 4 cards that are all one-ofs are the 3rd of their respective card, and just I'll side them in as needed. 1 Allure of Darkness. This is basically there if I happen to side in the Doomcal and Breaker, just because then I have more dark targets. 2 Fissures, just even more removal. Ceasefire, this combos with my Magic Cylinders and a couple of my Synchros, just to burn them to death, basically. It'd be really unexpected, I feel. Unless people see this deck profile, but yeah. 2 Deprisons, just even more removal in trap form. And then Mirror Force, just because it can make big pluses, and maybe I'll feel like I want this more than a second Starlight Road or something. 7 Tools, if I happen to run into a lot of back row and my Breakers and MSTs aren't enough or something. And then Chimera Tech, just for that machine matchup. I could be maining this in my extra deck, but I'm not, so anyway, let's get to the extra deck. We have an Arcanite Magician, just because Gale and Breaker can make this, and it can pop cards, which is always good. Black Rose, just to nuke, obviously. Armor Master, because I play Gale, and it's like a big Spirit Reaper. Blood Mephis, this is the new YCS Championship card. I guess it's a bit redundant to say that, but anyway, it can basically do pretty big burn damage to my opponent, and this plus Magic Cylinder plus the potential Ceasefire is just a lot of burn damage, and I don't think people are going to be able to deal with that. Crimson Blader. This is a really good card. It came out with Tag Force 6, I think. Basically, if it destroys a monster, your opponent can't summon level 5 or higher monsters at all. So that's kind of a lockdown card, which fits in with the deck. Light End Dragon. I can make this with Gale and Cyber Dragon and just beat over pretty much anything. Lightning Warrior, just because I can make this with any 4-star in Gale and do some burn damage to my opponent. Red Dragon Archfiend in case I run into stall. Scrap Archfiend as a 7-star beater. Scrap Dragon as a staple 8-star. 2 Starlight Roads means 2 Stardust Dragon. And then Thought Ruler just to gain life points, basically. And 1 Utopia and 1 Roach just in case I desperately need to Xyz for 4. Although my monsters themselves are all pretty powerful. Anyway, that's my deck, and I guess hopefully I make it into the tournament or whatever, guys. And yeah, if you are watching this on my channel and you've never heard of CroahCresta somehow, go check him out, guys. He does great Oricas and also has other interesting content as well. So yeah, peace, guys.